This is an update on the garden. I can't remember if we had those 3 compost bins before, but we got them reasonably cheap from Mitre 10 using their beta price by 15% deal. So I knew we wanted some and I'd been looking out for them, and placemakers had them advertised quite cheaply. And then I realised Mitre 10 have the exact same ones. So we went to Mitre 10 and told them, and the woman spent a little bit of time mucking around, but in the end sort of agreed, yep, they do have them at that price, we'll give them to you for 15% off that. So we bought 3 of them. But you can see the veggie garden starting to do things. We've got potatoes all along there. We were using up some radish and lettuce seeds and things, and only some of the radishes have come up so far. There's peas along there. That's a chilli. I think some of this is just flowers just to fill up the gaps for now. And I added this extra piece this weekend just along here to use up the rest of the boards that we had there. And we're going to try growing asparagus in there. So we're looking at that at the moment. You can see the flowers are starting to come up. There's all sorts of flowers. And then I've run wire up there from that hitching post, and we've got a passion fruit now, so we want to get that growing up there. A couple of potatoes in bags. There's just a tomato plant there, a few other things, I'm not sure what they are, but hopefully we can get the passion fruit to go up there, and we'll probably get a second one. We're just looking out for a different type, and we'll put that down here. So we've got a couple of passion fruit there. What else? Got more veggies in here, of course. I can't even remember what everything is. Veggies and flowers and things. I think we've got some Brussels sprouts somewhere. Not really sure. More random peas, basil, strawberries, peas in there. More flowers along the edges. We want to get a barbecue. We're probably going to buy a Weber barbecue, but I want to build a sort of barbecue table thing here, probably out of concrete block, and then I'll backfill it. So we've got like a concrete work surface there, so we can bring the barbecue out, put it up there. Ideally it'll have doors on the front so I can store the barbecue in it when we're not using it. But I think that's it for this house garden. We'll go around. You sort of see the back of the garden. I'll stop and open the gate. Fortunately, I might have left it a bit late and the sun's going in, but we'll see what we can see. There's more flowers along the fence. There's just some grass seed here. The sun's coming out. That's our Feijoa hedge. There's something there. It's either squash or watermelon or something like that. We're just going to try it there and see what happens. This is a walnut tree, and we're thinking of eventually removing these other trees. I can't remember what they're called. They've got sort of purple flowers on them and branches that seem to fall off a lot. But you can see there's all sorts of shrubs and flowers and things planted in here as well that are starting to grow. When we go down to the beach, we find interesting bits of driftwood. So what's this one? White currant. Oh, there's the watermelon. Sort of more shrubs. The bark sort of shows where the paths are, And there's another garden here with all sorts of things in it. So there'll just be a little area there we might put some chairs or something in. There's more things along here. Various flowers. Our fruit tree, which is supposed to have fruit all year round apparently. More flowers and things. I think this is all just flowers in this bit of garden. Tree. And there'll be some sort of watery plants in the buckets. We're going to cut those down so they're level with the stones. And there'll be a few sort of water type plants in those. So it's easy for us to keep them wet in summer. We don't have to have a big pond. We can just refill the tubs with water. So there's sort of grasses and things here. There's a few things not planted yet. More of our interesting bits of driftwood. We haven't figured out where all that's going to go yet. I like this one because it's got stones embedded in it. There's a hole there for something. This is piles of dirt. We're just letting it dry out a bit, and then we're trying to remove all the grass from it and leave the soil here just to build this area up a little bit. And we still need to put more stones down around here. You can see we've still got a big pile of stones to get through. These are various bones that I find when we go to the beach. I always, any bits of bone I find I pick up. The fruit trees have started sprouting, and this one started flowering. This is one of the plums. We need to move that stake at the back to this side because it's going a bit crooked. It's going a bit that direction. This is another plum. This was the first one to start sprouting. It's looking pretty healthy. This is just grass seed in various patches. Here's a tub with succulents. Things keep moving around, so I'm never quite sure where things are going to go. This garden we're going to fill up with smaller bits of driftwood like that. So we take a bucket and we fill it up with all the little bits of driftwood, and we'll just fill up this garden with that stuff. There's a few more things going here, and the grapes have started putting out leaves by the looks of it. It's somewhat in the sun. So I've been watching these every day to see when they actually the buds start coming out. So that's good. This one hasn't yet. It's a little bit later. And more fruit trees. I think this one's an apple, dwarf apple. Nothing happening on that yet. This one is a pear, I think. Yeah, a pear. So that one's got a few little buds coming. And then this is the sort of Nikau palm garden, I guess. These are Chatham Island ones, so hopefully they'll grow faster. And then this is our courtyard we're making. So I put the bricks in today, just at the entrance. And I can't remember if I showed the seat we built before. So that's a nice place to sit. And we're probably going to get more weed mat. And we're sort of putting loose dirt and stuff in here to try and level it out a bit. And we're probably going to put weed mat down a few pavers. We're not going to pave the whole thing, but have little groups of pavers and maybe white stone chip with plants growing in various places. That's the current plan. There's more gardens along here. I think just down there's a bougainvillea, so we want that to go up the wire and then across on this trellis thing on the side of the pod. And we put in the water collection tank on that one, which is good for filling up the watering can. There's a few more plants and things along here. Those ones are going to go in sort of under and around the seat. This is all lettuce that's just been growing, just from seed. And then there's some carrots along the middle, I think, and a little olive tree, because this is like a Mediterranean courtyard, and those are radishes. So there's more trees going along here. This is like the little fern area with the shade cloth. So we fixed that up today. It was kind of a bit temporary before, but we bought more of these metal stakes from farmlands, and I've put wire across, and we've cable tied the shade cloth to it. So from my pod, the water just comes down and goes into that garden to keep it wet. That's non-spreading bamboo there. That's another climbing plant that'll climb up that thing. So this will be for ferns and other bits and pieces until it gets big enough it can shade itself, I guess. There's a cat tunnel. So this garden's been extended along. There was no point just having a little piece of lawn in the middle there. So I think that's all going to be flowers and things. Looks like something's in there that's growing. More various plants and things there. There's a couple of my oak trees. Let's see. More random things down here. We are just throwing in a lot of stuff as well, just to fill in some of the spaces for now and just see what grows. This bit's always going to be a bit damp down in this corner, I think, down behind the woodshed. That's inside the cat prison, so there's various things in there. There's a kofi tree that was looking a bit sad when we moved in. I think we moved it. I think it was over here somewhere. So we've moved it and it seems to be perking up a bit. There's the cat tunnel. The cats do like their tunnel. And then a few more things around the base of the tree. Not sure what that is. That could be rabbits. So we have seen rabbits in the garden. Just this morning there was a little baby one, or a sort of juvenile, right up on the corner of the deck behind the black pot. So we're keeping an eye on them. More random garden. And we put in the cat door, so the cats can now go in and out of the pod as they want, and along the tunnel, either to the tree or to the prison. So they can just go backwards and forwards by themselves, which they like. And you can still see the track. So, oh, hang on. Here's the cat. And then the track will come up along here. So, yeah, I think that's it for now.